Hello there, I'm 8BitZero, and welcome to another Wheel of Cryptids video. I thought the last one was a lot of fun. You know how this works. We have a wheel of various cryptids that I'm vaguely aware of. I'm gonna spin the wheel. Whatever we get, we draw. But either way, let's see what we get first. Honey Island Swamp Monster. I know absolutely nothing about this. How should we approach this? I would assume that it's another like Bigfoot lookalike. I would imagine. So, um, let's just get in that like classic pose, shall we? We haven't gotten any of the like really famous ones yet. I mean, Champ. I guess that's one of the more famous ones. No. Let's define the shape out a little bit more. Because I'm trying desperately not to draw a penis. So far that's not going particularly very well for me. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling that. I'm starting over. Okay, what I think would be very interesting is if this was. I know nothing about Honey Island. I know this is Louisiana, but I know absolute dog shit about this thing. Yeah, let's just get that as the head. Like get mid stride, maybe pose to the classic Bigfoot pose. Maybe have him like looking back a little bit. Really not sure. But what I would imagine this is like a seaweed man. We'll see. I mean, we'll see it because I'll definitely like read a little bit about it as soon as we're done drawing it. I don't know why I decided to do such a complicated pose. I only give myself like 10 minutes to do these. This one might have to be a little bit of a longer video. Just based on like setting the precedent that I have. Yeah, I imagine it would be kind of like a Swamp Thing-esque like character. I wonder if this is a mascot for a town, like Champ was. That really endeared me to that one. I knew very little about that specific cryptid beforehand, but I've done a little bit more research, and it's an interesting story. At least I don't buy it, of course, but I am a skeptic. Hey, I'll leave a little. I don't like pandering, quite frankly, but if I can get to like I don't know 10,000 subscribers, I will go ghost hunt. I'll literally like, go get a few friends and go ghost hunting. I think that would actually be kind of fun. But I'm not. Like I said, I'm a skeptic, and I don't believe, so that's not something I would actively do. It does sound fun. I would actually like to, but Normally I don't have any incentives, so once we hit 10,000, I promise I will go and go ghost hunting. Yeah, let's just have him like trudging through the swamp a little bit. But yeah, let's do let's just do some like basic ass ripples in the water. I'm not sure how to like personify this a little bit. Like I'm basically running off nothing. I know nothing about this thing. As much as I love like local stories and generally stuff like this, I don't keep up with everything. I think it's kind of impossible because every state seems to have their own like local legend. I know mine does, and I don't know what it is, but I know it exists. It's not particularly popular amongst like crowds of people and in general. Then I don't want to say where I live. I just don't. I don't think I need to. That's fine. Yeah, just the goopiness is kind of reminding me of the like Scooby Snack monster from What's Your Scooby Doo. There's a video idea all on itself, like Scooby Doo monsters from memory. That's something I'll have to write down for later, because I will actually do that. That sounds quite fun. Question is, how do you make a blob of seaweed? How do you make a blob of seaweed look surprised? Because it's kind of what I want to go with. Maybe we go. Oh no, I made it cute. I was trying not to make it cute. Alright, we're gonna go with it. That actually did kind of make it a little bit better for me. Maybe like thicker neck. He should be a little goopier. I need to start cleaning up a bit. Okay. Just adding the mouth made it look so much more interesting. Again, I wasn't trying to make it cute, but not like the Flatwoods monster, which is my favorite thing I've drawn on the channel so far. Oops, accidentally got rid of some of the goo. Yeah, the next one of these I'll probably do like some of my favorites that we read about. Maybe after we get, probably sometime after we do this one, I'll do like designing characters based off of specific cryptids. I think that could be fun. I know Lavender Town has already done that, but fuck it. Does sound like a good idea. I will do it as well. But yeah, you should go watch that video. It's very fun. I think that might be one of my favorite of her videos. How do we get this little goopier? I'm gonna give it 3 fingers. I think that's fine. Well, 2 fingers and a thumb, I guess. Oh, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Try to join those up. I don't think the 2 legs are quite on the same plane or the correct thickness, really. So let's thicken these chicken legs up a little bit. God damn it. Good job, Michael. Those were the worst ripples you could have possibly drawn. Alright, a little bit of cleanup, and I think we're good. Yeah, okay, it's a cute design. I think it needs one more thing. Maybe a little, like, sprig poking out of his head. Breaks up the silhouette a little bit. Makes it look a little bit more interesting. No, fucking hell. I need to move my mic. Hold on. It is in the way. Alright. I think I'm relatively happy with that one. Let's get another one. Let's read up on... Actually, let's read up on this one a little bit. I caught something a little bit later in the article. Honey Island swamp monster, also known as the Cajun Sasquatch, the Bete Noir, an ape-like humanoid creature similar to Bigfoot, blah 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 blah. Inhabits the Honey Island swamp in St. Tammany Parish, Louisiana. Become part of Louisiana folklore with many swamp tours. I actually kind of want to go on one, to be honest. This one actually has a description, which I very much appreciate. Creature is commonly described by alleged witnesses as a large bipedal humanoid, about 7 feet tall, 2 meters, covered with gray hair. Really? I wouldn't imagine that one. Having yellow or red eyes. Accommodated by putrid odor. This one's just cooler. This one's just cooler than the, this is like a cooler version of the skunk ape, basically. Louisiana Wookiee. This one's so dumb, and I love it. First claim sighting was in 1963 by Arlen Ford, a retired Air Force traffic controller who taken up wildlife photography after his death. Okay, after his death in 1980, a reel of Super 8 film showing the creature among his belongings. I mean, it's like interesting. It doesn't have. I think this reason why this was not as well known is it just doesn't have as much. I mean, most of the country is in swamp. I think that's one of the biggest reasons. And I lost my train of thought. But it doesn't have like a lot of stories like Bigfoot would. Skunk Ape's popular because it's funny and no other reason. But let's get on to the next one, shall we? Jackalope. Okay, we got the 2 new ones I put on the list, which is interesting. I mean, the jackalope, it's basically just a rabbit. What with the antlers and such. So continuing on my train of making everything adorable, I guess. Let's just start with like a relative bunny shape then. Maybe we go a lop-eared just for this one. Big, like, cotton ball tail. Where is its head exactly? I didn't really define that. Bunnies are kind of bean-shaped in general. If you've ever owned one, you know what I'm talking about. Especially when they're loafing. They have quite the powerful loaf like cats do. Hmm. I'm not okay with the way I've drawn the legs. It's not. Should be a little bit more of a part of the body than that. Yeah, not much to say with this one. I mean, we all kind of get the gist. Like, if I had to take a guess, this would be like an Old West thing. Or like early, like Western American settlers. I would assume, at least. Nah, that's going a little bit too cute with it. It's, like, rabbits are very, very timid. They take a long time to, if you've never owned one, they take a long time to warm up to you. If they do at all, I've definitely had one rabbit who didn't ever really all the way warm up to me. Which sucked, because I love that little fur ball. But he was already old by the time I got him. So unfortunately, he didn't really get much of a chance to really warm up to me all the way. Which is sad. I don't like having pets. You have to have a pet. Get one that'll outlive you. We're going to immediately move on to a less depressing topic. I don't like that. I want them to be kind of like fluffy in a way that's not like shaggy, if that makes sense. I'm not really sure what to do with the antlers, so let's just do something really, really basic with it. Let's just do like big, like glossy. Ooh. Don't want it to get derpy, want it to be glossy. Big glossy eyes. Kind of like an old, kind of like old Pokemon, like first gen. Kind of thing. Let's make the body a little bit more separate than that. Alright, that should do fine. take a little bit of cleaning up and we're good to go. Alright, yeah. The like little like specks for the whiskers really does that for me. We should probably draw the horns and not leave them as just little stick figures. Maybe a little tuft of hair. All right, that's your jackalope. Jackalope, not jackalope. Although I do think jackalope is a great name for it. But either way, let's do some research. I don't think it's going to be particularly very deep, but who knows? Maybe it'll be interesting. Jackalope is a jackalope. It's not a jackalope. As you can scratch it out, it's now a jackalope. It's a mythical animal of the North American folklore described as a jackrabbit with antler horns. Where jackrabbit is a portmanteau of jackrabbit and antelope. 1930s, Douglas Hendricks and his brother, taxidermy. Wow, this is probably the most boring one of these. The wiki page is quite dull. We'll do a little digging and see if there's anything interesting. If not, then I'm just gonna end the video. Alright, I can't find anything that interesting. Hate that one. I actually do. But either way, hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe maybe, leave a comment, do all the YouTube nonsense, and I'll see you in the next one.